Hey Art Fam, it's Luis Martin, the art engineer, and I'm back. I'm back in the studio where I belong. Thank you for watching and joining me in the safe space. Thank you for all the wonderful messages from the last session on YouTube that I did in my hotel room in San Francisco. It was very special to get that kind of reception. I put these out there and I know they're seen, but I know it also takes a certain amount of courage to go leave a message and a comment. So I appreciate you. I appreciate every single comment. And like I said in the video, I feel love. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But what do you do once you take a break? Because I did take a break for a whole week. How do you jump back in? Before I tell you that, I am inviting you again to become a member, at the $10 level at the Digital Collage Kit membership, or if you're in the US, join the $30 membership where you get in the mail something really, really yummy every month. Either one is a marvelous way to join a community, to have this interaction, and be part of that energy, right? Be part of that energy loop. Be sure you like and subscribe. And as you know, I live on Instagram at Art Engineer. So if you've taken a break for 5 minutes, a day, a week, a year, a lifetime, and that calling keeps calling, where do you start? Well, you start small. So I want to start small. You know what? Every time I do a workshop, I always tell people, find a proxy. Find a proxy. What does that mean? Find yourself. Find something in a magazine, in a book, around your house that can represent you and start there. So I'm going to start super small. This might be like the shortest video, but look what I have. I have a travel and leisure from my friend Veronica. Veronica, I love you. I'm still getting travel and leisure from you, so thank you. I'm going to find a proxy. So how are you? I am so glad you're here. Listen, we do not bump into each other for no reason at all. I know I got a lot of messages on YouTube and privately about how the last video touched some nerves and how we have similar experiences more than we don't. So lean into the things that call your name. If you like this video, if you like other channels, ask yourself, why do I like that channel? Even though it's not obvious, sometimes there are parallels there that mean a lot, right? So San Francisco was amazing. I was there in January for a whole month and it did not stop raining the whole month, you guys. But this time it was different. So I like this. It's a little tower. This might be me. If you know anything about San Francisco, which I do not, but now I do, is that they have Indian summers. Their summers actually happen in September and October. So right now, if you go right now, it's sunny, it's beautiful, it's warm, and I was there. And guess what I was there for, you guys? I mean, I was there to see, my mother, who wasn't there. Then I went to go see, had a lovely time with my sister and my nieces. But what was happening? Folsom week. Now, if you don't know anything about Folsom, I knew what Folsom was, but I had, it's not my cup of tea. It's a street festival. Oh, look at this. Can I time out, color study. I was just talking to my sister about this. Pink and green are the best combination. Wasn't that like a mascara container at some point? At any rate, it's beautiful. At any rate, Folsom. So Folsom is a sex-positive leather bondage festival that happens in San Francisco every year, and it's very freeing. There are no inhibitions, there's no judgment. Everyone goes and just lets it all out. Funny enough, I was there 11 years ago when I took my sister to college. We were looking for an apartment for her, and we stayed in the Tenderloin, which is right where it all happens. And I said, "Welcome to San Francisco," and there's all these naked older men walking around, and she's like, "Okay, I'll roll with it." She never left. So this time it was my turn, and I went by myself. Elvis stayed in New York, and my sister was trying to get me a buddy, one of her friends, to go with me, but everyone was kind of like either too crazy or too, conservative, which is kind of where I fall along the line. But something was telling me, you should go. Go. It's something to experience, And I was in a good headspace. So my sister's like, well, if you feel brave, go. And I'm like, yeah, I'll make friends on the other side. My motto is expect good people. So this is beautiful. This could be a great proxy, you guys. So I went, and it was cool. It wasn't as crazy as I thought. I'm an extremist. If I'm gonna be conservative, I'm gonna button my buttons all the way over here. But if I'm gonna be wild, I want it all. So it was right in the middle, But it was kind of weird to be alone because everyone's there with their friends, half naked, doing naughty things, and I'm just there with my little Polaroid camera. That's how I chose to experience it, and it's a great tool. As artists, we have creative license. This is how I break through barriers, and this is how I enter rooms. I'm an artist. I'm not here to just shoot the shit. I'm here to absorb and to look at colors and study colors and listen to stories. So I use my little Polaroid camera to view and to experience. And boy, did I get some beautiful shots. There's actually a postcard video on my website, which will be linked, that you can actually buy. You guys buy. I'm going forward. I'm going forward with that. So go check it out. I think it's $5, and it's just a really quick eyeful of a postcard with music, and it's just beautiful. At any rate. So I was there, walking, shocked here, shocked there, but it was beautiful. Great music. And then something tells me to turn. I'm always listening to my intuition. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go through this other street because it's huge, right? It's like a mile perhaps. And as I'm walking, the music's really good, and I'm walking, and I see somebody, and I'm like, oh, who do I see? I see my estranged brother, who I hadn't spoken to since January. And I knew he lived in San Francisco, but we have absolutely no communication. This is like a festival of hundreds and hundreds of people, and there he is right in front of me. He wasn't nude or anything else. I really wouldn't have said hi, but I said to my sister, I'll find good people on the other side. And well, the universe is like, here you go. Don't feel alone. You have brothers, you have sisters on both sides. So I went, I gave him a hug. It was a quick hi and bye. We were both a little shocked. It was still a little awkward, but it was so life affirming, right? Because this is what I believe. I believe in magic. I believe that everything happens on the other side of that fear, right? And I was like, I'll stand in line with these, half naked people, and it'll be good. It'll be good. And there he was. So that's what happens, right? So it was beautiful. We parted ways. It was just a quick hi and bye. I took a Polaroid, which is in the video postcard that I made, and that was that. And it set the tone. I was so pleased. I was dancing on air. I found this beautiful, in front of a church of all places, I found this beautiful street where were playing really good music. They were playing Fever Ray. It was just beautiful. So I sat there, I had my coffee, I had a cigarette. That's how I commemorate special times. Like, I have a cigarette, you guys. And I lived. And I lived, and it was beautiful. Yeah. So that was Folsom. So my brother was actually with his friend from Italy, and he'd never been there. Well, they'd both never been there, but he's like, wow, this is amazing. If I walk dressed like this, and he was just wearing a choker and a t-shirt perhaps and a jean jacket. He said, if I walked around like this in Italy, I'd get hate crimed. And we take it for granted sometimes, especially in New York and San Francisco, the big cities, that we have these liberties. And in San Francisco, it's actually perfectly legal to walk naked. Like, go. If you want to know the feeling, go, Okay, so I think I have some. Because like I said, I'm still dipping my toes because I've been really busy doing stuff. I am super tired. I got the red eye from San Francisco. I think I lost my tools. Anyway, I got the red eye. Is that a song? No. From San Francisco to New York, and didn't really sleep. And boy, were the views beautiful. But I'm tired. I'm tired, and I'm going to a concert today. I'm going to go see Roisin Murphy, you guys. If you don't know who that is, please look her up. She's amazing. Okay, so whatever, the horizon. That'll be me today. I am the horizon, exploring the horizon. And I have this huge, obscene piece of paper. Okay. Let me just cut this out. Like I said, so sometimes we have to stop, right? Like my whole thing about last week's episode was I kind of needed to stop and recalibrate, because that little postcard kind of triggered some childhood traumas. And even though I'm perfectly fine and able and I can use my hands, but my mind takes over and I'm kind of weighted, right? This happens. Sometimes it's actual physical ailments, right? So when we have the courage, the strength, the drive to come and collage for that moment, if we lose ourselves a little bit, at that moment we're not sad, or we're not sick, we're not human, right? We're a little bit more, we're a little bit less, we're a little bit unstoppable. So that's part of it. That's part of the power, part of the magic, right? So I'm just going to put this here. And I mean, and look, if this is all you can do, if this is all the strength you have right now because you're so weighted, because you're so ill, this is cool. This is fucking cool. Because, I came back at potty mouth. I mean, you see naked people, there's no turning back. At any rate, this is beautiful. What can you do here? You can write. You can misspell the hell out of anything. You can stop and stare at it and meditate, right? People ask me why I spell magic with a K. It's not because I can't spell, which I can't, but it's because the magic with a C is kind of parlor tricks, right? Trick of the eye. Magic with a K, magic with a CK is speaking of something else. And as I look over there, look what I found. What is it? If you stay inspired, you don't gotta get inspired. This is something that had cutouts of jade or something. So how about them apples? I did see this guy, right? But like I said, I saw this tower. Now, we all know I just released we're releasing the Arcana tarot deck that I'm super excited about. Thank you for your purchases, you guys. And one of the cards that are the darkest is actually not the devil. The devil is not scary. Remember, he's Lucifer, bringer of light. But that's another story. The darkest card really is the tower. So it's this one. And the tower represents the fall of everything. Like, it has to be uprooted. It's falling. It's like lightning has hit the tower and it's all collapsing. So I like the idea of taking that metaphor of rebuilding, right? Because what do you do after there's a disaster? You rebuild. You get the strengths, and you come back as a different person. You have to, right? Not necessarily stronger, smarter, hopefully, but you just rebuild. So I kind of like that. So you saw how I did that. I just cut out the basic shape, and now I'll go back and take care of this. So I also want to apologize to any parent who I might ever have said or advised to go to the gym or to take 15 minutes to make art. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, kids are a lot of work. If you're a parent, hats off to you, pays off to you. Listen, you got to do what you got to do, but go eat ice cream or something. My God, go befriend Somebody who'll babysit for free for 5 minutes. My gosh. My sister, her husband, I don't know how they do it. These kids are wonderful, they're beautiful, but boy, do they zap the energy out of you. Teachers, right? Like, that's why I stopped teaching. Actually, no, that's a lie. I stopped teaching because of the parents. I used to be an artist educator at museums, and sometimes I had recurring students, and they were beautiful, but sometimes the parents would undo all of your work in just like one word by, using ill-fated words. It was complicated, to say the least. All right, look at my tower. I think this is going to be good. And as you can see, this tower is not falling apart. Maybe it should. Again, this doesn't have to make sense to anybody but me. It doesn't have to. You know what? Maybe I don't need a tower. Maybe I just need a little hut. How about them apples? On top of a jade mountain. I did love this guy. Not nice, but the paper's kind of bad. Okay, I do have this, and you know what? Ooh, look. Green. Okay, so this is going to be fast, you guys, I promise, because I need to take a nap, which is very important for artists. Don't you feel bad about it? Parents, productivity sometimes looks like just hugging your children. I saw that on a meme. Okay, let's do this. So yeah, so maybe my proxy are the words. Maybe my proxy are the words. So you can go to luismartinart.com. There'll be a link below, and you can go purchase this very fun postcard. Be warned. Be absolutely unequivocally warned that it's a very naughty postcard. I mean, no, it's not very naughty, but some people have issues with bodies. Look, I like that. It's hideous. It might be the ugliest collage I've ever made, but guess what? Guess what? Once you've seen a naked person, you don't give a shit. Ooh. I'm just kidding. You know I care. Okay, here we go. So this is what you do. And you don't show it to anybody. You don't have to show it to a single soul. This is for you. And this is how you heal, right? When you create space for conversations about things that scare you, things that perhaps make you feel ashamed, that's how it goes away. That's how we heal from all that, right? You don't know how cathartic that video was, right? Because I was like, you know what? I can't make anything right now. And I think when you align yourself and you do those things, that's how you open the doors to these encounters with estranged siblings. And maybe you don't want that, and that's fine, but it'll come in the way of the medicine that you need, right? And I just needed to remind myself that, listen, if you're going to believe in magic, then believe in magic, right? And if you're going to believe that the world is beautiful, then don't lean into that loneliness. The ugliest collage ever. Look, you guys, this is it. This is it. And it's just because I'm dipping my toes. I am taking my time to come back. And what's my proxy? Everything I saw was the magic I knew. That's all the truth I needed for today. I hope you stumble upon your truth as you're searching for it, and it gives you a great big hug and inspires you moving forward. This is Luis Martin, the art engineer, with a really quick collage that I will not post on Instagram, but feels so much better for having made it. All right, I will see you here, there, and everywhere. If you are a member, remember we have a members hangout this Saturday on the 30th at 1 p.m. EST. All right, I'll see you there. Cheers.